Oh, what the heck? I'll go ahead and defend her on this one. What do I gotta lose? I am Mecca. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and subscribing and hitting that like button. I know you might disagree with me on this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I do not think that after the massive layoffs at G4, I don't think for 1 minute that it is all on the shoulders of one person, nor do I think it is fair to assume that this one person is mocking or laughing at or doing anything other than going, phew, I'm okay. I have a job to come back to. I don't think it's anything other than that. If you haven't seen the video, which of course you guys haven't yet, I haven't put it live. I'm putting it live immediately after the stream. Or you know what? We'll put it live exactly right now. Because that's what kind of mood I'm in. We'll put it live right now. G4 has just experienced massive layoffs. A lot of this started when their VP, one of their executive VPs, left, I believe. What was she the executive? She has the name Russell. It's a woman with a Russell name. It's one of those. It's one of those people. G4 had massive layoffs yesterday. And now today, the aftermath of everything that is hitting, well, it's all coming down to one single rant that everybody is blaming.
Without a doubt, there will be backlash.
You know it, you love it. That was Frosk's feminism in gaming rant that you didn't see a clip of, but you will in the edited version of this.
It's weird.
Where it does explain how a very insecure host over at G4 was not used to being compared to or assumed or whatever to the hotter, more attractive G4 hosts, just because I'm not as bangable as the other, and it's sexist and you're an istophobe if you don't love me and worship me.
I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
We all saw the rant. We all know the rant. A lot of people got mad at the rant. I always said that the rant came off to me like something that was very calculated to drum up controversy in the last dying breath of G4. They weren't really dying so much, but they were not really doing the traction and the numbers that I think their investors and their CEOs and their executives and everybody in charge had expected since G4 left the actual airwaves and came back. So what is this tweet that everybody's upset for? They are all upset right now because Frosk, Indiana Black herself, has tweeted out, and we're gonna see it. I survived. Let's play some games, yo. And that is an iguana with the meme, the thug life meme, and a you know what, one of those wacky
smoke weed every day,
wacky tobackies, one of those thingies. So that is what she tweets. And everybody under the sun, except for me, is railing and ratioing and saying, no. You don't get to rub in the faces of all the 30-some odd employees who were let go. I don't think she's doing that. I don't think she has the self-awareness to understand that this would be mocking anybody. As somebody who just tweets random stuff on the air, you're not thinking about other people, especially this generation, especially her generation. She's not thinking about other people. She's thinking about herself. We're all thinking about our own selves in pretty much every regard. Guess what? She's not concerned or that bitter or vicious. All right, she's probably unaware of the people or the amount of people who got laid off. She's doing a whew, glad it's not me. Glad I'm still okay. It looks like all the on-air talent pretty much are staying. And here's the thing. Was her rant allowed forth from the executives, the writers, the directors, the producers, everybody who had a hand in reading that scripted rant saying, oh yeah, that's gonna make it to air, okay. Approving it, letting her go through with it, letting the network take, and we went out of focus, letting the network take whatever, there you go, whatever hit it was going to take, or whatever boost it was going to get, because as you know, that rant boosted a lot of views, and when I went and noticed that the video had been gone, I guess Vara Dark also noticed that, so shout out to her, definitely go check out her channel. She also noticed.
Without a doubt.
We're self-centered. We're all self-centered. Everybody is. Nobody pays attention to what other people do or say. Or no, it's not a personal attack against them. But everybody is ratioing it. Here it is.
Too very boring.
Sexism in gaming.
2 very boring minutes later.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Yeah, and then everybody pieced out, and then they got the layoffs, you got the memes. Thing is though, a lot of people still defended it. They're like, yeah, but this is pretty much what we wanted. This is G4, or this is pretty much what we didn't want. We didn't want any more G4. We moved on to other sources. We didn't want this corporatization anyway. So the people who were going to be offended and triggered by that weren't going to be watching G4. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. We don't play the same games you do. Publicity games and stunts that result in people losing their jobs. This person does say that it probably was a publicity stunt. I don't think she was that aware. I think that she got used to be somebody as a face, as a scapegoat, as a good, let's all blame this person. She might not be self-aware though. That's what I think.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic.
So I don't think you're playing games all right. Perhaps instead of doing this petty little victory lap, you should be reflecting on the people who lost their jobs today because of you. You owe each and every one of them and their families an apology.
You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day.
All right, get off yourself, Aaron Sparrow here. Get off yourself, dude. You do realize she's not that self-aware, and she actually isn't responsible for everybody losing their jobs. All right, if the executives and the people who hadn't have made those bad calls, she's the on-air talent, but they're the ones who call the shots. They're the ones who say what makes it to air. They're the ones who have a final say in this. So does she have a bad attitude? Should she have said it live? Yes, she has a bad attitude. No, she shouldn't have said it live. There's a lot of stuff I say I shouldn't say live, and I end up doing it anyway because not everybody is perfect. Out of the gate, not everybody is doing exactly the right thing. And a lot of these executives and a lot of these higher ups who were let go, especially that, whatever her name was, Russell, whatever, were missing the mark on what people wanted. And anybody who's participating in the playing the games of this stuff, I don't believe she's entirely to blame for people losing their jobs. I don't believe that she's entirely to blame for any of this. Nor do I believe that this is a neener, I stayed, you didn't. Because this is just exactly what SJWs do. They latch on to something, and now we're seeing the anti-SJW side of the internet do that. You're seeing the other side, the flip side of the coin, where they're like, see, look what you did. As if she had any intention to do this. As if she had any meaning, even in this tweet. All right, do people really think this reminds me of going through political stuff in 2020? I'm like, do you guys really think that the person that you're telling me is saying X, Y, and Z is really self-aware enough to be capable of understanding X, Y, and Z? I don't think so, and that's exactly what's going on here. A lot of people are just twisting this as a screw you guys who didn't, when it's just a wiping the sweat. Like, that's what I think anyway. What do you guys think in chat?
We have the chat in front of us. I can see you.
I cannot believe all the people who think that she's actually thinking about other people. Oh, Adam Sessler. Is that Taco Bell? See, now I want Taco Bell. G4 is now hiring. I literally don't think this is anything that she deserves to be ratioed on. I really don't. So I even said, you know what? I'm gonna defend Frosk here because she was allowed to do the rant. They knew it would get attention before they allowed it to go live. Taking it out on her and said the people who greenlit it to be live would be silly. We all have days when we get frustrated. And yeah, she did say a bunch of crap that everybody reacted to, including me. Including me. We all did it. So that's all I have to say about that Frosk thing. I think that everybody is overreacting and deciding to dogpile instead of listening to what, is actually just said. And sometimes, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that, though. They do that with my videos all the time, especially with you-know-who.
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Like that one. How many times have I been defending that one in the last 10 videos or so because people are dogpiling for no reason? But they still think I'm just railing on her. They still think I just have opinions I don't.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
She's not so bad either. She's just some idiot actress with airhead, whatever. So, All right, we're in the middle of Fall Guys. I actually qualified this time. I gotta add a little bit of an extra thing here with this Frosk stuff. And with everybody being mad at her for the tweet, did they miss the part where maybe these people aren't mad at her? You know, maybe they wanted a 6-month paid vacation. All these people got laid off. They got anywhere from what? How many weeks was it, Rob? Do you remember?
What?
Six weeks to 6 months paid vacation or something like that.
Something like that.
They got a lot of paid. We'll add it in post. We'll add the exact number. But they got a lot of paid vacation or paid severance rather. They all got golden parachutes. So all these people who are like, but so Frosk, you just lost all these people their jobs. What if those people are thanking her? Because like, hey, you gave me 6 months paid time off with my family where I could catch up on stuff and work on whatever they need to work on and still get paid. Have all that time to find a new job. Have all that time. Now, assuming G4 doesn't do a global crossing and go under or something and just stop paying them halfway through. Or, you know, remember all the telecom people back in the day. But that's a little too economic. Probably. So they're all outraged on behalf of these people who got laid off, blaming Frosk only, blaming her and blaming her only for all of this, despite the fact that it went through countless producers, despite the fact that not only that her tweet just says that, you know, she's saved, it doesn't, like, I'm out for now. And I'm so tired of this fake outrage, and they're acting exactly like the SJWs used to act, where they're like taking something and twisting something and saying, oh, well, sure, you're just gloating and rubbing it in, and I'm sure she probably didn't mean any intent to that at all. She's not that deep or complex. She's probably just like, oh, my ass is saved, yay, I don't have to look for a new job because I'm an on-air talent and I have this contract, or whatever. And keep in mind, she doesn't have control over what goes into the show.
Written by the same writer.
I know it was live, but they could have cut that bit beforehand. She rehearsed, she wrote, she submitted. She probably put it out on the internet beforehand because she puts a lot of her reviews up in writing beforehand. When you just download the Google Doc or PDF or whatever. So all of this, I'm outraged on behalf of all the people who got laid off. Well, maybe they're not mad at all. Maybe they got a 6-month golden parachute. Maybe they got a better job and they're gonna be double dipping for 6 months, and they basically get 2 salaries, for all we know. I mean, everybody gets so upset based on the worst case scenario, and they have been for the past 2 years at least, probably longer than that. And that's how we get all this cancel culture, is everybody finds somebody to pile on. Don't pile on the rabbit, don't pile on the rabbit. Everybody finds the boogeyman or the witch or whatever.
We have found the witch, may we burn her?
And they set their sights out for that person, and that's literally all that matters, is getting that person canceled, getting their comeuppance, making sure they quote unquote pay the consequences for whatever thing they did that was so wrong. And for all we know, G4 wasn't taking off in the first place, and they did that as a publicity stunt just to bait the wrong kind of fans and get the right kind of fans on board, quote unquote. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it, and I'm sure it's the wrong opinion, and people are gonna be like, well, why doesn't the camera match? Why are you on the different one? Why are you on Twitch now? Why are you playing a video game? Because I just had a little bit more to say. I am Mecca, and yeah, I'm going back to my thing. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Women do not exist.